Hey guys, what's going on? Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. As you can see from title today, it's gonna be a long video. This is actually not my idea. This is more of a requested video from one of my brothers in the community, brother Panos. Panos. I'm not sure how to, pronounce his name, but I know he's one of our community members, and he told me that you have posted the top 100 designer fragrance of Mark Robe 080 of Fragrance Guru, and how about your list? So I said it's kind of cumbersome, it's like a long, it's like a hard work. So basically, I did not want to do this, but then I'm like, okay, I'm not doing any reviews today, so let's do this one today. So I actually took out 50 fragrances from my collection, and a lot of fragrances missed out because I don't want to do top 100. It would be very difficult for me to reach. They're going to be far away. But I'm going to show you my current 50. If you ask me at this current moment, what are your top 50 fragrances, which one I used most, which one I enjoy the most, got compliments, I think got good quality for the value. Considering everything, these 50 are the champs in my world. So remember, this is my list. It will differ from every other reviewer for sure, and you will not see a lot of big fragrances in this list. Even my favorite fragrances did not make the list. Okay, so bear that in mind, and let's see, kick with the list. So my scent of the evening before I start is gonna be Pakraban Invictus. Let's go one, let's go two, let's start the video. So these are not in any particular orders. All 50 are special. That's why they got chosen. Great fragrances like Club New Intense Man did not make the list. So do not be disappointed. Shura, City Name, those are considered niche. That's why they are not in this list. Second thing is some of the fragrances, like it's all about sentiments. Nothing to do with performance has to be beast mode, whatnot, and they are not by ranking. Some of the fragrances you see, they're all like favorite of mine. Okay, so these are my 50 without any order. Okay, so you get to try any of this. I think you will not be disappointed. So I'll start from my right side, and I have all the fragrance on my bed, so I am going to be reaching for them. I apologize right in the beginning. First one I'm going to show you, it's from the house of Ralph Lauren, Polo Blue EDP. This is in my world, this fragrance rocks. So this is a more modern interpretation of the EDT, which I love a lot, but this one I've been reaching lately a lot in the summertime. Very beautiful, fresh, same cucumber, fresh, like citrus, and got some kind of like a green touch to it, but very beautiful, watery, aquatic fragrance. I really love this fragrance, and I highly recommend it. Very beautiful bottle as well. So first one, Polo Blue EDP. Next one, 49. Number 49 is gonna be a fragrance that I really love a lot. People know me that I keep calling this like smells like money and everything, and for the price is unbelievable how good this is. This is Bentley for Men Intense. This is my second one. I don't want to speak so much about it. People already know this fragrance. It's amazing, beast mode, boozy, woodsy, and leather based fragrance. Amazing quality to it. Beautiful bottle as well. Bentley for Men Intense, my second one. My third one is one of my signature scents, YSL Kuros. Not the vintage formulation. Even this one, the newer one, also works for me. Beast mode performance. Trust me, it lasts all day in the winter time. It gives me about 18 hours or so. So this fragrance, you need definite confidence to wear it because very animalic, clean and dirty at the same time. So YSL Kuros, my number 3. Number 4 is a classic, Dior's Fahrenheit. I can never leave this out in any list. This is one of my most favorite and most beautiful fragrance in my opinion from Dior, which Dior ever produced. Most complex as well, leather, florals, that gasoline vibe, kind of like vetiver as well, and it's very, even you smell it today, it's very different from everything else in the market. So Dior's Fahrenheit is definitely in the list, is a masterpiece. Okay, number 4. Number 5, Chanel Allure Homme, original Allure Homme. This is the creator of, like, big daddy of all the other flankers, Allure Homme Sport, Sport OX Creme, and few others, in the list. So this is very complex, kind of got the peach, citrus, leather, a lot of things going on in this fragrance, and it's very fresh, but at the same time it got some potency for the fall. So early winter days, really lovely and very masculine scent, and lasts for a very long time. Chanel Allure Homme. That's number 5. Number 6, I was talking about the flankers. Yeah, Allure Homme Edition Blanche. This fragrance has to be in this list for a reason, that is the quality this fragrance produces. The fragrance has some of the best lemon accords in this one. It's known as lemon cream pie. Not a very beast mode fragrance in my opinion. It lasts about 2 to 3 hours on me, but I really enjoy the poshness of the fragrance. It's creamy, it's just delightful. Every time you sniff it, it just takes you to a different kind of a mindset, different mood. Chanel Allure or Edition Blanche. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the next one. It's a Pakuraban, and this fragrance is a flanker, and the flanker made the list. The original didn't, because I love this a lot more. This is 1 million absolutely gold painted, beautiful looking bottle, and the most beautiful presentation. Comes in a beautiful box as well. So this has the potency, this has the sweetness, and a lot more maturity about it. I love this over 1 million because this one never gets me bored, and just 1 to 2 sprays will last you about 8 to 10 hours. Okay, 1 million absolutely gold, masterpiece of a fragrance. Sometimes you can distinctly get note of oud. Next is a fragrance. Let me show you the younger brother first, then I'll show you the darker brother. First one I'm going to show you is Dior Homme Intense. I have a smaller bottle somewhere, the little baby as well. So these two are my kind of like not very new but not very old also. But I'm showing you this fragrance is just a masterpiece. Beautiful bottle, perfection in a bottle. The cap, presentation, smell, there's nothing of this quality just yet in the market. If you ask me to choose one fragrance for life, this is gonna be it, Dior Homme Intense. So this is my next choice. Okay, and you can understand I was talking about the elder brother. I was gonna show you Dior Homme Parfum. This one missed out in few lists before, but if I am making a top 50 list, perhaps this is gonna be definitely it, because the fragrance has great potency, like longevity wise. If you spray this on the paper and you leave it somewhere, it's going to last you about 40 days or 50 days. That is the potency of the fragrance. Getting a bit harder to find and getting really expensive. I'm just glad I got to experience this fragrance. Amazing quality. It's much darker than Dior Homme Intense, and got a little bit leather going on. I think leather and oud, perhaps one of those notes. Beautiful little fragrance here. Okay, definitely try it out. Dior Homme Parfum. Next is a bit easygoing. Yeah, this is Jean Paul Gaultier La Malle Popeye edition. You can choose Superman also, same juice. Even the new bottles, the new flankers, the new characters, same juice. But this has a little bit more mint. Okay, very bright mint, and aldehydes as well as vanilla. Amazing lasting power on this fragrance, guys. Okay, and I believe it has Ambroxan as well, which makes it last for a very long time. Summer days, it's amazing quality fragrance. Jean Paul Gaultier La Malle Popeye. Next, these are all mixed up, hold on. Yeah, sorry, I was getting a little bit tired. Okay, these are all mixed up in a sense that these are mixed with summer and winter, so these are not in any specific order. Next one I'm going to show you is CH Man Privé. This fragrance makes the list because of its smell, longevity. If you can get the pre-formulation, the first 2 years, this is going to be really beautiful for the winter time. It has piercing quality, the whiskey, leather, and some fruity notes. Amazing masculinity about it. Every time you smell it, it's very alluring. Women love it on men, and I think this is perhaps one of the best creation from Carolina Herrera. So this one definitely makes the list in my top 50. Next, once again, Jean Paul Gaultier strikes. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. No need to speak much about it. Beast mode projection even after reformulation. Got the pear, pineapple. It's very juicy, sweet, bubblegummy fragrance, and it lasts a lifetime. Very good clubbing scent, and for winter time, really a wonderful fragrance. Okay, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Next, the fragrance no one would see anyone else putting in their top 50, top 10, top 100 list. I would, because this one is my first fragrance in Bangladesh since I moved here, and from this house, very first fragrance that I bought. This is the fragrance that got me into oud. Even though it's very synthetic kind of oud, but it smells darn good, smells amazing. Lasting power is forever. And the best part is the price. It's just unbelievable how much goodness you can get for just 15 to 20 bucks. One Man Show Oud Edition. You guys know my love for this. I was the very first one to review this fragrance on YouTube, and after me, a few reviewers looked at it, but no one loved this one as much as I did. So this fragrance definitely always in my rotation. This fragrance bottle runs out, I will go and buy another one. Trust me, that good. For winter time, it's a beautiful fragrance. One Man Show Oud Edition. I think part of the cheapest in this list and one of the best I ever sniffed. Okay, so One Man Show Oud Edition. Next, Versace The Dreamer. Kind of old school. I don't know if it got discontinued. I really love this bottle. It's just very dreamy, and the fragrance has, no one speaks about tobacco. I get tobacco from it, and it does have a kind of like a Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. You know that fragrance? It's kind of like the masculinity, sweetness, beast mode, longevity. Great fragrance to wear all year round. Versace The Dreamer. Next one, easy. Versace Eros. Everybody knows this. Mint, green apple, vanilla. Amazing quality and with tonka. Amazing quality. If you have this on your shirt, it's gonna last a very long time, okay, even after reformulation. Versaceros. Next, Bulgari Man in Black. Tube rose, rum, leather, sweetness, pink pepper, black pepper, you name it, it got it all. This is masculinity in one bottle. Beautiful mechanism, you can lock it. It has a beautiful sprayer, nice design, and very nice. I mean, the fragrance is very signature scent word, one of my most favorite fragrance of all time, Bulgari Man in Black. Next, Cartier Declaration D'un Soir. This is one of the best rose-based fragrance. It's in different level. No designer fragrance can come close to this. And for the price, $55 or odd, this is one of the best fragrance you would definitely try at some part of your life. Sandalwood, rose, and think pink pepper, a little bit peppery as well. Amazing fragrance with a long performance, like big on performance. Okay, Cartier Declaration D'un Soir. Next is a fragrance I recently picked up and I fell in love with it immediately. My country condition helps me with this fragrance, really helps me in my country condition. Amazing lasting power for a fresh fragrance once again, and it's a I would say a fresh take or lighter take on. Just now I showed you Fahrenheit. I have quite a few flankers of Fahrenheit, but Aqua Fahrenheit makes this list. Why? First of all, this fragrance has that grapefruit up top. It's just so refreshing, this one, the freshness holds, like the watery quality holds for a long time. Then it goes to typical Fahrenheit, like violets, you get the same Fahrenheit quality, but always not so choking. So for summer, if you can find this fragrance discontinued, pay $100 or so. This is worth it, okay? Aqua Fahrenheit, you also get 120 ml juice with it. Really love this. Dior like dominates in this list, a lot of fragrances in this list. Aqua Fahrenheit is my next pick. Next fragrance is about the only fragrance, I think, no, there are two fragrances in this list that are from women's side, and I really love it. And I think they are really unisex and more masculine than feminine. Thierry Mugler Angel. Angel, I put it in this list, and I did not put Angel Man or Amen. I have that as well somewhere there, but this is the more wearable one for me. This has a lot more sweetness, a lot more potency, and a lot more character than Amen. Amen is more tar, more dirty, more darker. It's very hard to wear it every time. Angel, more versatile. Definitely a beautiful fragrance for the winter time. Lasts forever, just forever. 1 to 2 sprays, great. So Thierry Mugler Angel. All right. So I'm gonna go from again right side. Next fragrance pick is gonna be Bulgari Aquamara. I know, guys, I do not love this fragrance. This is not my most favorite from the line. I'll admit it. My favorite is Aqua. But the thing is, this fragrance just made a wild entry in this list as a new fragrance. You can talk about, like, you can describe it like that, because I've been reaching for it lately a lot in summertime. Some of the fragrances from this line, like the original Aqua, it's very beautiful but doesn't last. You need something to last, like a neroli, orange, citruses, a little bit incense, and you want that performance. This fragrance actually provides that performance. It gets compliments. Not my most favorite smell, I would say, but that performance, it gives me the projection. And sometimes outdoors it smells really great. Up close it smells kind of like off-putting. But Aquamara, definitely for this year I'm going to put it in this list. For next year perhaps I'll do this list again. I don't know if it's going to make it, but to this year it does. Aquamara by Bulgari. Next, one of my favorites, Burberry Touch for Men. This fragrance, it's unbelievable. I kept saying it, how good this is, how long lasting this is, and how fresh it is, and soft in nature but lasts forever. And then on the clothes, it just projects all day, in summer days, all year round. Burberry Touch, not very expensive also. Beautiful wooden cap. I would definitely highly recommend this for you if you're trying to buy 10 fragrances. This should be in your collection. Burberry Touch for Men. Next, Boucheron Jaipur. I had to pick one, EDT or EDP. EDP, something about EDP is that it got a little bit more depth. It has a little bit more spiciness. It's a little bit more thick and longer lasting than EDT. Projects less, lasts longer. This fragrance is just spices. It's all about spices and vanilla. And it smells really oriental, and it's very posh. If you want a signature scent for a masculine, manly man or mature man, this is a fragrance I recommend. Very different from everything else in the market. Easily wearable all year round, but wintertime it does its magic. Boucheron Jaipur EDP. Next, Versace Purom. You guys know I cannot live without this juice. If this bottle runs out, I'll buy another one. Just want the best ever created. Beautiful fragrance, okay? Beautiful aquatic, fresh citrus, lemon, and neroli. There you go. And some florals as well. Versace Purom. Next, it's Other Brother, Versace Menu Fresh. If you are just starting the game, this fragrance has to be in your list. The reason being, this fragrance is just a beast in the summertime. Lemon, kind of like this is star fruit. I don't know if I get star fruit, but I get a lot of lemon, woody notes, and kind of like fresh, kind of spicy as well, but it's just lemon water, very refreshing. Okay, Versace Menu Fresh. Okay, let me take a break and let me have some water, then I'll continue this. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize how hard this is. Keep like going 50 fragrances. Okay, so I needed some juice. Okay, next, let's continue. La Nuit de l'Homme. You guys know all these fragrances. These are the obvious ones. Always gonna make the list. This is no surprise in this one. Even in the recent formulation, I would have a bottle with me because it smells darn good. Best cardamom scent in my opinion. I have one more, but in the upcoming list. But this is perhaps hands down of my most favorite dumb-rich fragrance for compliments. La Nuit de l'Homme by YSL. Next, the vintage formulation of Liege Guerlain Lanston de Guerlain EDP Eau de Parfum 75ml with the dark ridges. Even if you see the transparent ridges with this bottle, get it because it got amazing performance. Got cacao, a little bit bitter, and this is all about chocolate. You know, like chocolate, bitter, cacao, feel like that, and it's just very masculine. But you need a little bit time to get used to this fragrance. This I call it somewhat big brother of Dior Intense. Kind of similar territory, but this is a lot more serious and more challenging. But once you love it, you just love it. Liege by Guerlain. Next is a fragrance recent by this fragrance. Why I put this in the list, I have to explain. This fragrance has beast mode performance, okay, from designer, and the house is called Carolina Herrera. Carolina Herrera is not known for their beast mode performers. You know, like they do not have that many fragrances that last like 6, 7, 8 hours. This one, to my surprise, was a blind buy and CH Man Insignia limited time release. This fragrance will last you 10 hours plus on your skin. Even if you take shower, it will not gonna go away. So the main reason is there's oud in this, and more than oud, you get like kind of saffron, kind of sweetness. You also get CH Man sort of vibe, but it's kind of similar to Dolce & Gabbana exclusive Royal Night, that kind of fragrance, but with amazing performance. This fragrance is just one spray is good enough. If you put under the shirt, it will still project all day. Okay, so CH Man Insignia limited time release. Next, masterpiece, Dolce & Gabbana, Dolce & Gabbana Purom, non-sticker version, but this is made in France. If you see the UK version, avoid it by any means because that's very synthetic. I had that, got headache. This fragrance, I recently got it. I just love it a lot. Lot of citrus, lot of lemon, and it goes kind of peppery. You know, the fragrance has tobacco. Yeah, it got some lavender in it as well. Great fragrance, very mature kind of fragrance. Definitely one of my favorites in current time. Dolce & Gabbana Purom. Next, I'm running out of this juice. I should have collected one more Thierry Mugler version of it. Pure Malt, my winter baby. The main reason, you know, this fragrance sometimes you see goes out of my rotation is that this fragrance is very sweet. You have high heat. This one you cannot pull it off, only winter time. So if you like CH Man Privé, this is definitely a must try. And if you want to get one bottle from this house, I suggest this one and one more. I'll show you in a bit. Okay, this is Pure Malt. Next, the new fragrance, Immediate Love. I smelled it, fell in love. This is a masterpiece in this house, and this one actually made sure I do not pick Hugo Boss bottled anymore. The reason being, this fragrance is just damn good. Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. They have a new release coming up, I think Private or something, but I don't know how good that's gonna be. This is really, really nice. Got great performance, better than its predecessors, you know, like the ones they released before. But this fragrance is just chocolatey. It's sweet, chocolatey, got the maninka fruit, got the leather. It has all the elements to make it a winter fragrance. I'm seriously waiting for winter to rock this. Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. Next is a fragrance. If this is not in the list, this is not a designer list. Dior Sauvage EDT. You can hate me all you want. Dumb rich, long lasting. Every single time it projects. Even the EDP is good, but EDT is my favorite because I've been using for a lot longer. So Dior Sauvage EDT. Next, playing safe, Prada Alone. Next, I'm skipping a few. This is Pure Heaven by Thierry Mugler. And this fragrance, I mean, you talk about pure malt, and this always in a battle. Which one I like more, which one less? I cannot make up my mind. Sometimes I love this more, the cigar smell, and sometimes I love the pure malt more. Okay, so this is definitely in the list of top 50. Pure Heaven. Next, Calvin Klein. Definite favorite fragrance. One of the best ever I smelled from this house and in my whole journey. Sikke Reveal for him. If you never tried it, do try. Sweet fragrances, if you love sweet, fruity, boozy, kind of like it gives me sort of like tequila feel as well, but it's just so playful, so piercing, and so sweet. This is one of my most favorite sweet scents. Sikke Reveal for him, highly recommended. Always gonna be making my top any list I make. Okay, Sikke Reveal. Next, Prada Amber Pour Homme. Just look at the juice, you know this is gonna be good. The bottle is just kick-ass. I really love the metal plate here. Very premium and one of the best soapy scents Prada ever produced. This is masculinity in a bottle and clean, like 6-star hotel. You enter a hotel room and you smell the washroom. They have a high-class bar of soap. This is gonna be it. Amazing quality to it. A little bit spicy, a little bit amber, and lots more soapy quality to it. Prada Amber Pour Homme. Next, masterpiece. L'Eau d'Essai, Isimiake L'Eau d'Essai Pour Homme Noir Ambre. I always struggle to remember the full name. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, hands down. If I just have to blind buy something, if you ask me which one should I blind buy, and this is one of the fragrances I would say, if you follow my taste, I would ask you to blind buy this because of the presentation, how nice this smells in the winter time. If you like Leighton, if you like kind of like those by the fireplace, if you like those smoky scents, oh man, if you like spicy kind of like amber vanilla, this is a fragrance you should definitely check out. L'Eau d'Essai Pour Homme Noir Ambre by Isimiake. All right, we have the last row coming up now. Already getting tired. Without taking a break, let's drink some. All right. Yeah, feeling better. Next, recent time favorite, grew on me like rapidly. I don't care if people tell me like, Joy, this is not that special. I always feel what makes me feel happy. Like that's the fragrance I always say is special to me. Givenchy Gentleman Only. You must try this fragrance once in your life, even for a small sample. See how beautiful this smells. Very fresh, clean, masculine, and kind of like if you smell this, you'll get vibes of something familiar territory, but it just smells darn good. Good for work, school, indoors. Okay, Givenchy Gentleman Only. Next, Isimiake once again. Isimiake Le Bleu d'Essai. Beast mode performance, herbaceous, herbal, green fragrance, kind of like a cooling waterfall right in the middle of a forest or something like that. It smells very strong. If you open it, you can see the fragrance is very aromatic. So you may not like it at the first sniff, but those are the fragrances like are more challenging and beautiful. You just give it some time and see if it works with you. Discontinued now, but you can still have it for a very cheap price. Le Bleu d'Essai by Isimiake. Next is a fragrance discontinued once again, but perhaps the one that I love in this line. Always gave me compliments, performance, summer days. This is my trusted buddy. Invictus Aqua. This is the vintage version. I had a couple more bottles before, I believe, or one bottle before which got finished, and this is halfway down. And if this runs out, I'll buy the Legend next time. But this one served me really well. This one had to make the list, which original Invictus didn't make. Invictus Aqua Vintage. Next, Versace. I think I put all the Versaces in this list. I missed one or two only, but most Versaces are my favorites. Dylan Blue. I recently reviewed it. Check out my full-on review, how much I love this fragrance and how much I treasure it. Very strong performer, very strong ambroxan, it's kind of like youthful, fresh, strong, dark, at the same time playful, like kind of like young fragrance, but very long lasting performance. Versace Dylan Blue. Talking about performance, next two are also great performers. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Intense, and this is EDP, Okay, so this one they have few other flankers, but this is my most favorite. If you talk about performance only, this is a beast. It's clean, fresh, kind of peppery, kind of blue, and very very crisp, fresh smell. There's nothing dirty about it. So this is great for all year round. You can also wear it for indoors and outdoors as well. So Dolce & Gabbana, light blue or intense. Next, discontinued. I don't know why. This just breaks my heart that I used it a lot, 180 ml, and now I can find another bottle at a decent price. Prices have gone skyrocketing. 75 ml of Acqua di Gio Essenza cost you about $150 now. And this one, I bought it about that same price tag for 180 ml some 2-3 years back. Should have had a backup bottle. Amazing lasting power and the best, hands down, from the Acqua di Gio line. If you want Acqua di Gio and you want a little bit more performance, a little bit more florals, a little bit more pepper, if you can get a 75 ml, also try it. My recommendation, Acqua di Gio Essenza by Giorgio Armani. Next is a fragrance, not beast mode, but it's just amazing smelling. It's my signature scent, one of them anyway. Before it got like hyped and stuff in the high fragrance community, I bought it without seeing reviews, and I trusted my nose. Since I reviewed it, many reviewers gave it love, and now it's a big fragrance. Dunhill's Icon. This is one of the heaviest bottles I ever smelled. Heaviest bottle I ever held in my hand. It's just so heavy. And the smell, you get the neroli, you get the pepper, you get the leather, you get some vetiver, you get tons of note. People say it smells kind of like, they say what? Cola feel. They said cola feel. I don't get any cola from this, but it's one of the best in terms of smell. The flankers are okay, but this is the best from this line. Dunhill Icon can be had for now about less than $50 in the market for a big bottle. Must check out. Okay, Dunhill Icon. And people say this is the brother of that one, but I don't see any similarity whatsoever. This is Terre d'Hermès, the EDT, the big brother of all the flankers. I have all of them. I have tried and reviewed all of them. Check them out, like the Terre d'Hermès line top. But this is the one that performs, like all year round. Winter, summer, it has that dirty, earthy, orange feel. And it just goes kind of like vetiver as well. But the fragrance is kind of powdery as well. So once you get used to it, this fragrance really starts picking up, interest for you to wear more and more. People definitely notice it. You just get 8 to 10 hours easily from this. Terre d'Hermès, a masterpiece. Okay, we have about 6 left. This fragrance, again, my pick. Remember that. Versace Men. They discontinued this. And the sad thing is, this didn't sell well. If you want one spicy tobacco fragrance that is unique, long-lasting from Versace, which is rare. Versace house, not many fragrances last a long time. This one does. 7 to 8 hours easily. So, sorry. This fragrance, if you can get it for $45 anywhere online, buy it. This fragrance is just gonna be so masculine. At first, when you wear it, it will scare you a little bit. I must admit, this doesn't smell like your typical, crowd pleaser kind of fragrance. But once you start wearing, the dry down hits you, the tobacco really makes it very, very gorgeous. And if you like the Dreamer, also check out Versace Men. Amazing fragrance, amazing looking bottle, and sadly discontinued. Next is a fragrance I just love the most in this line. There are 4 to 5, I think no, 5 or 6 total in this line. But I always end up here. I always reach for this one because I love this the most. Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDT. Many of you argue, isn't the EDP better? Isn't the Royal Nights better? Mysterious Night better? Sport better? They have the gray. Yeah, they're all great, no problem. But my journey, whatever I experience, what I really feel, like close to, this is the one. Beautiful grapefruit. It got that kind of like tropical, fruit punch sort of vibe, but the tobacco, like a cigar sort of feel. It has some maybe amber as well. It's just lovely. Every time, let me spray some of it. Every time you wear it, when you pass by people, and really gorgeous bottle too. People do say they don't get the best performance, but the thing is, not everything works with everybody. This one gives me really, really good performance, high heat. I get easily 5-6 hours from it. So definitely try it out. Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDT. Amazing smell. If you ask to rate this fragrance out of smell, this is gonna be 10 out of 10. Okay, touching about the one EDT. Now comes the last four. Just a while ago I was talking about a fragrance that, I told you if you want to get a best cardamom based fragrance, Lanudilum is the one. But you want a little bit more, you can get another fragrance, but that one didn't make the list. That is Armani Eau de Nuit Oud. That one didn't make the list. I put this one. This is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Some people argue this is not a designer house, this is like a confusing house. Yes, this is the designer line. Okay, this is more their cheaper line. This and few other, Tom Ford Noir Extreme is just, I'm just like, if I describe it, it would be perfection in a bottle. The fragrance, people say it doesn't last. I don't know where they're coming from. I put this fragrance for 4 or 5 hours. I took a shower, I came back in the room, I could still smell it after 8 to 10 hours. That is the longevity of this. But the projection is not that great. So this one has a kulfi note. It has that cardamom. It has some sweetness to it. It's very chocolatey, very beautiful fragrance. It's just Tom Ford's one of the best creation. Tom Ford Noir Extreme easily could be their private collection. Okay. And talking about Tom Ford, I have to finish up the Tom Ford list. Black Orchid, masterpiece. Truffles, chocolates, dark. I don't know. It's like tons of notes out there, but it's just a dark, floral, kind of built for women. But I think men like it more than women do. You put this fragrance, be prepared not to wear any fragrance for next 12 hours. That's strong. This is great for winters, but high heat, I wouldn't recommend wearing this. But nonetheless, masterpiece, one of the top 50 ever. If I ever make top 50, top 100, this will always be in it. Okay, Black Orchid by Tom Ford. Now, ending with last two fragrances are also dark, but not as dark as Black Orchid. Valentino Uomo Intense. People call it similar to Dior Intense, but I think they have their own specialty. This one has leather, this one has chocolate, and it has some like a creamy sort of feel that Dior Intense doesn't have. This one people say got the lipstick iris, but if you want the lipsticky one, Dior Intense is your best bet. If you want chocolate and leather, this is it. This is 8 to 10 hours plus. Excellent longevity, no reformulation issue, and really beautiful bottle as well. Okay, Valentino Uomo Intense. Last but not least, I will end up with another masterpiece. This is my winter baby. If you want a musk-based fragrance, like designer side, affordable at the same time, beast mode and most creative, and dark, mysterious, scary fragrance at the same time. You do not get this quality in even niche fragrances also. Narciso Rodriguez for him, EDP. There's a musk collection as well, but and this is the one that I really love. Look at that bottle. If you see the bottle, you see the beauty of the simplicity. This fragrance is just beast mode musk. Musk, iris, I think, or something clean about it, at the same time something dirty with that musk. So this is my last one for this list. So I hope I could make some sense, and these are just some fragrance, a lot more out there I did not mention. So I would like to see other reviewers coming out maybe with the list, but this is my list. So Brother Panos, I think I kept your request, and I have done one of the longest videos in recent times. Voice is totally gone. I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching, guys, and I will be doing reviews tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.